Top Sport Kazino lažybos. Top Sport lažybos. Dalyvaudamas azartiniuose lošimuose gali prarasti ne tik pinigus.
Last month I was in Brave.
I feel what you feel.
I show all people I am great fighter.
Aš nebepaliksiu galimybės spręsti teisėjams. Aš ateinu nuo pradžios. Nunešti jo galvos. Esu UTMA pound for pound numeris 1 ir esu pasiruošęs šį titulą laikyti daug metų į priekį.
Au. You a b***.
Čiulpan bipuk.
Gerai. Paderinsim to po kovos, kad galėtum padaryti taip.
Es zinu par Dirkstīs. Dirkstīs ir labs cīkstonis, bet tas nedod nekādu viņam iespēju būt galvu augstākam par mani. Tādēļ es vienkārši esmu atbraucis pakaļ savai jūstā.
Aš vienas brutaliausių ir geriausių ir stipriausių šios kategorijos kovotojų Lietuvoje visoje istorijoje. Aš suplėšysiu jį, aš sunaikinsiu, aš padarysiu taip, kad jisai neatsikeltų nuo grindų.
Aš lietuviškas Lebronas Džeimsas. Aš pasiruošęs dominuoti metai iš metų. Tai kad pasiruoškit mane mėgti, nes bus tiesiog ilgoj perspektyvai protingiau atrodysi.
Ką tu nori?
Tu šik.
Ačiū. Žiūrėk, kad tu nenueitum.
I'm young like him, but I'm hungry. I want this belt. I need to prove myself.
My English is bad, but I fight better for my English.
Prieš Naglį, kaip sakiau, kad laimėsiu ir įrodysiu, jog esu Lietuvoje numeris 1. Šią kovą laimėsiu, įrodysiu, jog esu Baltijos šalyse numeris 1.
Bet neužtenka Baltijos šalių. Noriu dominuoti pasaulį, noriu būti geriausias šios kategorijos kovotojas.
TKO or KO.
Fight of the night. KO of the night. Aš noriu laimėti UTMA diržą. Gal netgi ne vienoje kategorijoje įrodyti, kad galiu dominuoti.
You're a warrior, you're a great fighter. But like I said, sorry for what I have to do to you. If you try to stop my destiny, I have to destroy you.
Dominikas, be healthy and be happy.
Pasimkit popkornų ir pasiruoškit pažiūrėti šį masterclass.
Tiekamies visi piekdien, redzēsiet, kā es uzvaru un atvedu jostu uz mājām.
Kova vyks dėl UTMA kickbokso čempiono diržo svorio kategorijoje iki 86 kg. It is a title fight for a belt in kickboxing. The weight category is 86 kilograms as I introduce the fighters once again. Fighting for blue, he's 26 years of age. He's 192. It is his debut in UTMA. From MMA Jūrmala, Latvija, RIČARDS OZOLS. Fighting for red, he's 24. He's 1 meter and 94 centimeters. 10 wins and 2 losses in UTMA. LeBron James and Goku in one body. Is he looking to collect all the balls or a belt tonight from Muay Thai Imperia? DOMINYKAS DIRKSTYS. Kickboxing rules, 5 rounds, 3 minutes each. The referee of the fight, Edward Strykert.
And this is the point where all the statuses, all the labels, a favorite, the underdog, they go out the window. You gotta prove it in this ring if you want to be a UTMA champion. And DOMINYKAS DIRKSTYS with his 2-centimeter advantage will try to do that in just a second.
Judge, time, fight! Round 1.
Dominykas.
Already a different fight from Naglis Kanišauskas' fight, where Dominykas just rushed his opponent and finished it really quickly.
He is waiting. He is going on the back foot, waiting for Ozols to go on him.
He's being way more patient. Ozols, of course, has some power in his punches and has been successful. Big shot by Dominykas, and Dominykas falls
flying out of the ring. That was a dangerous moment, and I think Dominykas hurt himself. That was a little bit too much.
Let's take a look at that again.
He hit his knee pretty hard, going down on the table. You know, this is a little bit more of an unorthodox situation which we're having on our hands.
You okay?
He fell off.
Let's go. Yes.
He's ready to fight.
Let's go.
He's ready to fight.
And I think now, no more waiting, no more patience from Dominykas, especially if his knee was hurt. Big
exchanges from both the guys.
Big shots coming the way.
And both of them are hitting each other. This is an exciting fight of our hands.
Ozols now resetting in the middle of the ring.
You know, that fall just disrupted the flow of Dominykas Dirkshtys, and right now he needs some time to reset.
We don't know if he got hurt or not in that.
But Ozols just holds his ground on those exchanges.
And we see that leg going high. He's kicking high. He had that successful kick in his last MMA fight. I'm talking about RIČARDS OZOLS. Some counter punches from Dominykas. Nice little
big
straight.
right hand coming straight to RIČARDS OZOLS.
But he responds. Returning. He's returning punches, and he's always looking for that high kick. Now attacking the legs. It's been a more of a challenge than most people expected for Dominykas, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, RIČARDS OZOLS just can't take a punch, and that gives him an advantage because he can stay in the pocket in exchange with Dominykas Dirkshtys, and he's utilizing that.
He's got the physicality, he's got a similar size, and of course, like we said, he is a fearless man. So those exchanges, you never know what can happen if a clean shot lands. But of course, Dominykas showing more activity so far. Spinning attack. Ozols shelling up a little, putting his guard high up.
You know, at the start of the fight, Dominykas thought that he will pull Ozols in, but right now he senses the urgency that he needs to be on an attack to actually get the action and get the fight going to his way.
I think you hit the nail on the head with that disruption factor, with that fall out of the ring.
Ozols hit him, but that was a fall, not a knockdown.
That's it. Round one is done.
That's the first round, you know. If you would have to guess what kind of first round we would be having here in this style of fight, I would never say that this is the scenario that is actually playing out right now.
Dominykas Dirkshtys with some early success going backwards, and then we saw his attempt with the flying knee where he fell out of the ring. Not sure if he was hurt after that, but when he came back, RIČARDS OZOLS turned it up. You see that replay one more time. A huge fall from pretty high distance.
And you know, Ozols just capitalized on that. He sensed that the energy shift happened.
And Ozols is capable of taking those punches. That's another thing that you already mentioned, but that's a difference between a fighter who's in your weight class and who isn't.
Round two.
And here we go again. 3 more minutes, round number 2 now. Championship title on the line.
A slow start again, you know, Dominykas. Again doing the same thing he did in the first round, the beginning of the first round, trying to pull Ozols in.
couple of wild swings from DIRKSTYS, and Ozols returns the same wild swings and a couple of good hooks.
And Dominykas is now shelling up,
although
trying to weather that storm.
Dominykas did take most of those punches into
On
the gloves.
Yeah, on the gloves. He's just weathering the storm, being smart about it, not trying to get into the unnecessary exchange, I would say.
And if a lot of people were writing off DIRKSTYS' opponent, Ozols, saying that he's not worthy of a title shot, I think he's proving
his weight right now.
He's proving that he belongs there in the ring with DOMINYKAS DIRKSTYS.
Again, very good counter punching from RIČARDS OZOLS.
DIRKSTYS looking for that uppercut from close range. And Ozols so far successful in this round with 1 minute 40 left to go.
Ozols is just getting a little bit tired, you know. Those hands are falling down. He needs
good
to
shot from DIRKSTYS. And a need to follow. And these are some heavy punches going the way of the Latvian. Nice. Nice counter from
a little nice right check hook. Ozols moving is still in the fight.
Ozols' hands are going low now. The energy is going, the gas tank is getting low.
Yeah, that's the stamina issue.
And we still have
Ozols
3 more potential rounds if we get out of the second one. 55 seconds left.
No, this is not the first time that Ozols showed that he can slow down and then his gas tank can go low. Big knee.
That hook followed by a knee. Ozols on the back foot now. Just like we saw in the first round, DIRKSTYS is pressuring now.
Ozols is smiling in the corner.
Good flying knee attempt. Partially lands through the gloves.
We have 25 seconds left in the second round of UTMA title belt.
Ooh! Another check hook by RIČARDS OZOLS. But the shots, they're not on a very high volume now, coming from the Latvian. He's throwing shots, but it's singular shots. He's not setting up as well as he was previously.
He's definitely tired.
And we go to round number 3.
He weathered the storm at the end of round 2. He maintained his composure, even though Dominykas was really on the hunt in those late seconds. But right now, right here, RIČARDS OZOLS belongs in this ring and putting up a really big fight for this UTMA title.
And for DOMINYKAS DIRKSTYS, so far it's not his best performance, we gotta admit that. Maybe the favorite status didn't help, you know, when everyone's writing off your opponent, maybe you believe that the fight is already won. And I believe, you know, kind of reflects on how he started the fight. Maybe that was part of the game plan, but we'll see. I feel like he's a pressure fighter going into this next round, and that might show in especially in those championship rounds.
You know, Dominykas is doing a lot of things right in this fight. He's trying to counterpunch, then he switches up and goes to aggression, but sometimes he just lacks precision to actually deliver those hard-hitting punches straight to the point. Let's see if both the fighters can make some adjustments in those later rounds.
Ozols opening the round with a couple of kicks to the legs. But it's DIRKSTYS who's trying to pressure his opponent. And again, pressure, pressure, pressure. Dominykas swinging wild, trying to find the head of RIČARDS OZOLS.
He's responding. This is just a tactical game right now. When you are so far deep on the ropes and your opponent is hunting for that one power shot, you just need to time everything perfectly or you're out.
Ozols not throwing much in this round. He's focusing on those leg kicks so far. And Dominykas teeing off with little shots. shots that still count. And maybe that's something he should do a bit more. Set up the big punches with small punches. Set up the combinations. Not just throw the wild KO shots.
Yeah, a little bit more feints, a little bit more touching, trying to disrupt the flow, and then set up a bigger combination and deliver those hard-hitting shots.
Seeing close range. Big shot from DOMINYKAS DIRKSTYS. You see, Ozols is turning away from the fight. A front kick attempt. I feel like RIČARDS OZOLS is rattled a little bit.
He is, he definitely is. The gas is low, and that straight right hand went straight to the point.
And I feel like one of those knees actually cut RIČARDS OZOLS' cheek now. He's bleeding from there. See how wobbly the Latvian is. With 50 seconds left in the round number 3. Oh, that's a shot.
That's a shot.
That's a shot to the side of the head, I believe. The opponent was turning away.
Listen.
And I feel like that's what the referee will tell him.
Listen, no comedy, no comedy. Your turnaround, yes?
I do agree with that. I do agree that he was turning away from the shot.
Don't turn around of the fight, yes?
Don't turn around to the back of the head. Come on, here we go, guys. His own responsibility right here.
Here we go, 40 seconds now. I feel like DOMINYKA smells blood and he'll go in for that finish.
He needs to hunt RIČARDS now when he's hurt the most.
RIČARDS is still attacking those legs. Big shot there from DOMINYKAS DIRKSTYS. Partially landing. And Ozols throwing back with intentions to hurt.
RIČARDS has hard to fight.
Ozols staying on his feet somehow.
Again, people are flying out of the ring.
Second time
the same place. No, this is just...
DOMINYKAS just tried on the championship title before the fight is over. But we'll go into next round, regardless. And look how much blood is coming out of RIČARDS' face. Wow.
That's a nasty cut. And again, you know, just a really chaotic fight right now.
There's not much left in either of the guy's tanks, really. I feel like still DIRKSTYS is definitely the fresher fighter. But
definitely. He was hurt less, and that accumulates. You know, RIČARDS OZOLS had some stamina issues before he got into those heated exchanges and actually got hit more and more by DOMINYKAS DIRKSTYS, but he's getting tired too, and you know, it's becoming a little bit more of a scrap than a fight. And in those situations, a fresher fighter wins, but also a more gritty fighter wins. And this just evens the scales, but
kind of
RIČARDS OZOLS is hurt a lot.
Kind of a deja vu of the last fight as well, where we see stamina go down. I mean, for most of these guys, 5 rounds is not what they're used to fighting. And we go further in this fight. Round number 4. The championship rounds have started.
DOMINYKAS is trying to attack right
Ooh,
off the
good
bat.
shot there. And the balance is just not there for RIČARDS OZOLS anymore, and that's mostly due to fatigue, I believe.
I would have to agree, Gytis.
Spinning attack from DIRKSTYS. He's trying to get the flashy finish, that's for sure. But Ozols is a zombie. He stands there even though he's wobbly, even though he has nothing left in the tank. He's still there, and a big shot from DOMINYKAS again. Right hook into the right hook side of the head. Now a couple of uppercuts and a spinning attack again. The knee into the defense of Ozols. Ooh, good shot.
That was a really...
And a head kick attempt. Ozols being overrun.
is going on an attack.
I believe we're gonna have a no standing 8 count. Look like
again, just punch after punch. Oh my God, that was such a nasty knee, and it cut RIČARDS OZOLS' forehead right open. Oh my God!
That is it.
That is
it, ladies and gentlemen.
What
a knee from hell. And what a warrior performance by RIČARDS OZOLS.
Oh my God, that's a nasty cut on RIČARDS OZOLS' head.
We got a new champion. We got a new champion.
That's it. You have to congratulate DOMINYKAS DIRKSTYS. He's the new UTMA 86 kilograms kickboxing champion.
And he had to fight for it. It wasn't given to him. People were saying, you know, this is a gift for DOMINYKAS. This opponent is not worthy of him. But we saw adversity in this fight. We saw that DOMINYKAS really had to look for ways to hurt the opponent. And finally, he found that way with that knee that split the opponent's forehead wide open.
And I guess that makes this victory even sweeter, you know, when you have to actually put out sweat, tears, and blood for this title. This is what makes true championship fights, and DOMINYKAS got the adversity and the opponent he needed to make it a true championship bout. And RIČARDS OZOLS, he just demonstrated the heart of a lion. But that knee, and that relentless pressure from DOMINYKAS DIRKSTYS, he just went on and on and on until he finally managed to find that one punch, or in our case, one knee, that just ended all.
And now we got Ignas Grinevičius with the official decision and the belt that will go around the waist of DOMINYKAS DIRKSTYS.
We're about to crown another champion in the fourth round by knockout. Ketvirtasis raundas, knockoutas, dar vienas UTMA kickbokso čempionas. Raudonasis kampas, it's red. DOMINYKAS DIRKSTYS. Bičiuli, užsidėjai antpečius iš pradžių, paskui užsidėjai ir diržą.
Nieko gyvenime nėra prižadėta, tik mirtis. Todėl kiekvieną dieną sunkiai dirbkit, tikėkit savim, įdėkit darbą, džiaugitės momentais, kai jie vyksta, o ne tada, kai jie praeina. Ir reikia jūs prisiminti, aš šiandien džiaugiuosi, aš tapau čempionas, aš ginsiu šį diržą. Mane daug kas klausė prieš kovą. Ką darysi, jeigu nelaimėsi? Kaip matau, nesužinosim.
Norėjai iš pirmo raundo, užtrukai 3 su centais.
Ne, šiai kovai galim sakyti, nesiruošiau. Ruošiausi tik 2 savaitės, plus iškritau už ringo, galimai susilaužiau nugarą, kovojau traumuotas. Prieš šią kovą palaidau savo draugą, 2 savaitės prieš palaidau savo draugą, šią kovą dedikuoju jam. Aš vienas geriausių visų laikų kovotojų, aš vienas brutaliausių, charizmatiškiausių ir techniškiausių kovotojų visų laikų. Manęs niekas negali sustabdyti. Aš panašaus mentaliteto kaip Kobe Bryantas, kaip LeBronas Jamesas, kaip John Jonesas. Aš vienas geriausių visų laikų. Ateikit, atimkit šitą diržą, suplėšys visus. Garbė Dievui.
Tai buvo UTMA kickbokso čempionas. Svorio kategorijoje iki 86 kg DOMINYKAS DIRKSTYS.